Hi friends! Are you ready for another version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Today I have for you Somebody and the Three Blairs, and I hope you like it. Here's our cover, Somebody and the Three Blairs. It's written by Marilyn Tolhurst, she's our author, illustrated by Simone Abel. Here's our great title page. Somebody and the Three Blairs. One Sunday morning in a small house on the edge of town, Mr. Blair, Mrs. Blair, and Baby Blair were sitting down to breakfast. "It's such a fine morning," said Mr. Blair. "Let's take a walk in the park." Oh, so their last name is Blair. And in my mind, I'm already comparing this version to the original. Instead of the bears sitting down for breakfast, it's the Blairs. "What a good idea," said Mrs. Blair. "Feed a ducks," said Baby Blair. So they took their coats and a bag of breadcrumbs and set out for the park. While they were gone, somebody came to the door. Somebody knocked, and when no one answered, somebody tiptoed in. Oh, look, we knew who the somebody is, don't we? He sniffed and sniffed. He looked at the breakfast table. "This food is too dry," said somebody. "This food is too noisy," said somebody. "But this food is just right." Can you see the sticky honey he's got? Bears do love honey. He looked for somewhere to sit down. "This seat is too hard," said somebody. "This seat is too wobbly," said somebody. "But this seat is just right." Reminds me a lot of the original version, except the humans and the bears have switched places, right? He looked for something to play with. "This game is too noisy," said somebody. "This game is too cold," said somebody. "But this game is just right." He went into the freezer. That's not where the games are. This doesn't look like a game. That looks like a mess. He looked for something to drink. Oh, do you think he's going to find something to drink upstairs? I don't know. "This rain is too hot." That's not rain, said somebody. "This pond is too small," said somebody. Oh, this bear is used to living out in nature. He doesn't know what a shower and a toilet are. "But this seems just right. This stream is just right." It's not a stream, that's the faucet and sink. He looked for somewhere to sleep. "This bed is too big," said somebody. "This bed is too small," said somebody. "But this bed is just right." Look at him with the little teddy bear. When Mr. and Mrs. Blair and Baby Blair came back from the park, they saw the breakfast table. Look at their faces. You can tell they are not pleased. "Somebody's been eating my crunchies," said Mr. Blair. "Somebody's been eating my Crispies," said Mrs. Blair. "All gone," said Baby Blair. They looked around the room. "Somebody's been sitting on my chair," said Mr. Blair. "Somebody's been sitting on my chair," said Mrs. Blair. "Busted," said Baby Blair. They went into the kitchen. Somebody's been emptying the cupboard, said Mr. Blair. Somebody's been raiding the fridge, said Mrs. Blair. Naughty, said Baby Blair. Where are they going next? They went upstairs. Oh my goodness, look at all the water and toys on the floor. Flood, shouted Mr. Blair. Help, shouted Mrs. Blair. Lot of water, shouted Baby Blair. He doesn't seem to mind it, does he? He thinks that's fun. They looked in the bedroom. It's a burglar, said Mr. Blair. It's a monster, said Mrs. Blair. It's a big teddy bear, said Baby Blair. He does look like a big teddy bear, doesn't he? It's escape from the zoo, said Mr. Blair. It's escape from the circus, said Mrs. Blair. It's escape down a drain pipe, said Baby Blair. Somebody phone the police, said Mr. Blair. Somebody call the fire department, said Mrs. Blair. Somebody gone home, said Baby Blair. Do you think he went out the window? Down the drain pipe? Bye-bye. Come again and play tomorrow. Can you see the drain pipe? So the bear climbed out, grabbed hold of the drain pipe, shimmied down, and he's not worried. He's happy as can be, waving bye-bye to Baby Blair. And Baby Blair looks happy as can be also. He said, come back and play tomorrow. I hope you liked it, friends. See you soon.